Yeah, we're back on Q's TV in Hopkins Week. Brian Higgins with Nick Mellen. And Nick, your first trip to Homewood, what have you heard about it from the other guys about what you're about to experience down there?
Well, I've heard the atmosphere is like none other. That's probably what I'm most excited about. It's kind of been one of those games where, like, as a little kid, you're like, wow, Hopkins. Like this game really has no limits to what it could be or what it couldn't be. So I'm just very excited to get out there and play against Hopkins at Homewood. I heard it's a great experience from some of the guys in the locker room. So I'm just ready to get out there and get after it.
Yeah, as a Syracuse native, you've grown up with this rivalry, being a Cuse fan. So how much has that already sunk in, even though you haven't played in this game?
It kind of just adds to the hype of the game. It just kind of adds to the excitement that like we all have at practice all week and what we're going to have today, tomorrow, and up to the game on Saturday. So I guess you could say it definitely adds to the hype of just the history between the two teams.
All right, we know about Hopkins' attack, Shaq Stanwyck, Orion Brown, two of the best out there. How do you guys plan to handle this group as a defense?
I think nothing special, just going out there and playing solid one-on-one defense. We definitely got to talk because they got a lot of pop-and-shoot kind of guys, kind of off-ball kind of guys that are just going to catch and shoot the ball. So really nothing special, just kind of doing what we've been doing for the first 5 games of the season, trying to make it 6-0.
Well, it certainly describes Ryan Brown's game. He gets out there and fires away, had 8 against Syracuse a couple of years ago in a win at Homewood. So when you know that a guy's done that against the defense before, does that put a special circle around him here?
It's definitely eye-opening. I mean, he's definitely a guy that we talk about in practice a lot, who we have to know where he is at all times on the field, along with Stanwyck. But yeah, I guess it's just a different mentality of how you got to play players like that. You just got to always be ready on the crease and ready for Brown to pop out and catch the ball and just rip one because he's obviously a good shooter.
All right, take me into where the team's at right now. You're 5-0 here, got through those 2 one-goal games, and the other 3 have been pretty easy for you. Where do you feel the team's at this point of the season?
We're at a good level right now. We're definitely playing pretty confident in games and at practice. But it's a good confidence, not cocky. We kind of know what we need to do. We know we're going to be the underdog in a lot of situations. You know, people are going to be doubting us left and right about what Syracuse is or isn't. We kind of ignore that. We just go out there and play good lacrosse. That's all we're focused on.
All right, was it tough to stay sharp at all last week between the way Ben was playing and the offense? You guys didn't have a whole lot to do on defense last week.
It gets a little nerve-wracking sometimes. Just when we're always on offense, then we have a quick split change of transition, and they're running down the field at us at an odd man situation. So I mean, it's ensuring Ben's out there, but as a defenseman, it definitely gets kind of boring just sitting there watching our offense play all game, but it's a good thing at the same time.
Well, I'm sure that won't be the case this week against Johns Hopkins, and enjoy your first game in this rivalry.
Thank you very much.